Okay, peace, YouTube. I'm back at it again. The channel Black Folks Are Gods. And I want to show you before we start the video, the lesson. I want to show you that YouTube put my video back up. Black people are the masters in the universe. I'm about to show you that they have removed it and we put it back up. So if you want, you can watch this video, Black People Are the Masters in the Universe. Now, we're going to go, our topic today is going to be talking about carbon. Okay? So, we're coming from this book right here, right? We're going to come from some sources, right? So, we got Black History, come back from this book again right here. And it says, what is blackness? The blacker a person is, the more rich such person is with the divine jewel and precious treasure of melanin. Black is more than a color. Black is melanin. Melanin is carbon, and carbon is energy. The law of physics teach that, quote, energy was never created, nor can energy be destroyed. Energy is the ether of God, from which everything else gets its existence in motion. Energy in its manifested form is melanin, which materializes as blackness. So, we are carbonated beings, carbon beings, okay? Now, I want to go back here real quick one more time to show you that they are selling carbon, melanin, all right? One second. If I have to make a part 2 to this, I will, but I want you to keep notes what I'm talking about, okay? So once again, to show you here, right here, a 39-year-old white male in Australia took injections of synthetic melanin. Melanin is carbon, right? They're selling melatonin, right? You can buy this shit at Walgreens. They buying it. They're selling this stuff. They're selling melanin, $353 per gram. Okay? Now, let's go to the damn Wikipedia. And it says carbon comes from coal. It's a chemical element with the symbol C and the atomic number 6. Okay? And it talks about, you know what I'm saying, you can read this on your own, because I don't want to, you know, so-called bore you with reading this information, but it's critical. You must know this. Okay? And it says melanin, it's on the periodic table chart. Okay? Allotropies, graphite, diamond, and other, right? Graphite, black, and diamond is clear. So you see from carbon, you get diamond. Okay? And you have on the spectric lines of carbon, right? These are the different colors. And then you have right here a cube, right? That's where you get your sacred geometry, right? Hexagrams and things of that nature. Okay? So this is stuff you need to know, right? So I talked about this before, so I don't want to bore you with reading this stuff. You can read this on your own, okay? I went over it before in my other videos, right? So we are carbon beings, carbonated beings. Now, so we're gonna go right here to Dr. Malachi Z. York, the Holy Tablets. We all know about Dr. Malachi Z. York. They say he was involved with child molestation and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to discuss that. That's not what I'm here to talk about. You know, I'm not here to prove his innocence or guilty. You know, but we know how the government likes to slander people's names and things of that nature. So I'm not here to say, oh, he molested those children and things like that. I wasn't there. I don't know. So let's go into the information that he has here. What we're dealing with the topic. You know what I'm saying? So this is dealing with the Holy Tablets. You can read this online for free, right? And this is Tablet 1, talking about the creation. And it says, lo, O my children, allow me to speak with you, for it is that time again, every 25,000 years, for the renewal of your way of life, Niwabu, or Niwabi. Okay, so this is verse 2, it says, your soul, that is the emotional you, is about to embark upon a journey through time and space within existence, through a time not yet encountered by the human beasts and the human beings, the children of the Elohim, or the Elohim, right? And it says, let's see here, I want to, you can read this on your own. I just want to touch upon a couple of things in here that I like what he says. It's going to tie into the topics what we're talking about, all right? Okay, so we drop down here to, let's see here. Number 4, verse 4, it says, let me start by telling you about the beings that existed trillions of Earth years ago, before the pre-Cambrian period. Before you, human beings were created in the physical form upon the planet Tiamat, now called Earth, from the word Iridu. There existed supreme beings of pure green light, ethereal and sub-supreme beings of the impure amber, light, and fire. Now, he's talking about these beings. Who are these beings he's talking about? Us. There exists supreme beings of pure green light. Now, keep this pure green light in mind. Pure green light and ether, ethereal. Okay? Now, we're going to go over, keep on going. Let's keep on going. And it says here that, let's see here. Okay, we're going over here to verse 17. It says, therefore, nine-ether is the most potent power in all the boundless universes. It goes in to say here that Nine-ether is the original creator who grew all the universes. Nine-ether beings utilize the forces that yield energy, versing energy into one form. Right? Now let's keep on going here. It says nine-ether is conscious and conscious gases. The melanites, you see that? The melanites or the carbonites, the original woolly-haired, dark-skinned Moors or Murs came along with the original creation. That is the same kind of ether forces that grew the universe. As nature was growing, these melanites or carbonites beings were a part of the original growth. Melanin or carbon grew with original creation. To come along with a thing is to grow with or within it. 6 ether are 9 points from ether, 1 into darkness. The melanites or carbonites manifest from point 1 in hydrogen on into 9 elements. The 8th being oxygen for life. Alright? It says, therefore, the melanites and their evolutionary descendants are the personification of the original creative forces. Hue, 7 in all. Right? As the 7 species of the Rizquians, you have 7 species of melanites or Nuwabians called Negroids. Right? And you have 3 species of Mongoloids and 2 species of Caucasoids, all growing out of the original Nuwabians or carbonite beings. Right? Okay? Now, like I said, you can read this on your own for free. You know what I'm saying? He talk about albinos and things of that nature. He goes into a lot in this book he wrote, the Holy Tablets, right? And right here he has pictures he drew, and these are the Rizquians, right? That he drew. Okay. Talking about these Ethereal beings, right? He goes into light and darkness and things of that nature. You can read all this on your own if you want. This is up to you if you want to read it or not. Okay? But I don't have a lot of time to go into it all on this video to read all this stuff. So He talks about pure green light, ethereal or ether or carbon, right? Now, if you notice here, you have the comic called the Green Lantern, right? The Green Lantern, he's in green and black, right? Now, what do you notice with the Green Lantern's costume, green and black, and what do you notice with Marvin the Martian? His helmet is green, and his face and his body is black. Okay? So Hal Jordan is also known as the Green Lantern, right? But they got him as a white man, but you know he's black, right? Okay? And his powers is he has this ring. And he uses his imagination to bring stuff into physical existence. Okay? Right? Same thing with the Predator. When you look, I've told this before. You talk about the Predator. The Predator was played by a black man named Kevin Peter Hall. Right here, Kevin Peter Hall as the Predator, and the Predator bleeds green. And here's Kevin Peter Hall. This is Kevin Peter Hall. Alright, he played the Predator. Okay, cause of death, AIDS-related pneumonia. You know what I'm saying? They might have injected this dude with the AIDS virus. They probably killed him. I believe they killed him. Okay, so let's keep on going. So let's go back here to the Green Lantern, right? Let's read this. Okay? Right? So it says, billions of years ago, the guardians of the universe used the green essence of willpower to create an intergalactic police force called the Green Lantern Corps. See that? So we know billions of years ago, white folk was not in existence. So who was in existence billions of years ago? Trillions of years ago. Black people, Negroes, carbonated beings. Okay? And let's see here. So I'm quite sure a lot of you seen this movie, thing that nature, right? You can read it, or you can check it out on your own if you want. Okay. But let's keep on going. I'm not going to make this video a long video. Okay, they're going through different renditions of the Green Lantern, things of that nature, alright? Okay. You can check this out on your own with the Green Lantern, alright? Okay, now, let's go here to, I came across this lady's video, and listen to what she says. Listen to this. African alien, visual image, and channel wisdom for humanity. Now listen to what this white woman says. Listen to this.
Hello everybody. I made another picture. This one was surprising, but awesome too. And this is it. Sorry, the lighting's a little kooky right now because it's morning and I can't. But this is an alien being. As you can see, he's of African complexion. He is a reflection of sunlight. He says.
So she said she said that this extraterrestrial, he's of African descent, he's black, He's a Negro, right? And listen to what she's saying about him. So she says she channels him, and listen to what he's telling her to say.
He is super loud. Super wants to connect with planet Earth and help human beings, especially human beings of a dark skin color, because they need to see that their DNA strand, their genetic makeup, what creates them, is a gift of sunlight.
He said our DNA. So this being who she channels is telling her to tell people of dark skin, black people, that their skin, their energy comes from the sun. Right? Let's keep on going.
I don't know. I try and get a name for them, but Reggie is the only thing I can think of. I don't know, because he's so super happy. He's so super joyful. He is so bursting with happiness. And I don't know why, but Reggie just makes me think of, it is like the name for him. It's like the name I keep thinking of. So I'm just going to call him Reggie, okay? So this is Reggie. He's an alien being. He wants to interact with human beings on Earth, loves human beings. He super wants it to be known that so he keeps calling it African, so African skin. He says Africans smile big. He says Africans smile big, and Africans laugh loudly, and their laughter and their big smiles and they're joyful. Africans are of the sun. He says Africans are the gods of sun, and we...
They're the gods of sun. Africans, black people, are the gods of sun. Of the sun. The S-U-N. Okay, are you listening to what she's saying? This is tying back into all my videos.
Live in the sun, is what he says. Are the gods of sun, and we live in the sun, is what he says. Africans do not live in the snow. Africans live in the sun, he says. He says that he sees Africans thinking that they are dark as the shadow, and he is so loud and so imperative that Africans need to see that they are of sunlight. They are not of
sunlight. Go back and watch the movie Blade. What do you think Blade was about?
Shadow. They are not of the skin color. They are of the sun. They are a gift of the sun. And they are a gift of laughter and joy and boisterous and beats and rhythm and dancing, and that is African. He says, do you see me sad? Do you see me crying? Do you see me smiling? Do you see how big I smile? Africans smile big. He keeps saying this. It's like super needs African people to smile. He sees how this is super huge. This is a super big deal. And people, on this planet, we don't really talk about alien beings that look like African beings, African humans. It's so imperative that Africans have an awareness that their skin, that their DNA, their skin type, their expression is super sacred and super is a gift. It is a gift of the universe. It is a gift of sunlight. And you don't see African alien beings. You don't. This was when I drew this. I actually was not. Again, I've been trying to draw what is a really good image of Avery, my friend Avery, the human alien, and he's white, very human-looking blonde hair. So I can't seem to draw him because every time I try to draw him, something else gets in the way. So let
me pause it. Okay, let me keep on going.
Start drawing this guy. And I'm like, okay, that's not Avery's eyes, that's not Avery's face, and then his skin just keeps getting darker, and then all this bright yellow light, all this sunlight is just sort of blinding the whole picture. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm actually creating what is this is a real life alien and African skin tone alien being interacting. So happy.
Do you see his skin complexion? Look at my skin complexion. Same damn skin complexion. You see that? Same skin complexion.
It's funny because it's taken me some days to create this, and so I have this like smiling man who's getting more and more complexion, and then the background's getting more sunny, and so every time I see him, I'm just sort of laughing every time because he's just so happy, and then I can start to hear just so much happiness from this image, and I think it's really, I mean, I live in Iowa. There's not a lot of diversity here, so it's quite strange that I have this inspiration that this is what I draw, because I don't see, there's not a lot of diversity here, so I don't see a lot of black people here, and so this is quite a unique thing for me. Sort of creates a whole new perspective on diversity, and so you have, obviously you have society, and society is what influences and inspires us to have behaviors, and I've always recognized that what our black people have a different relationship with society than white people. And obviously live in America, so we have a very unique sort of history with blacks and whites, obviously. And it is, there's like this really big need for there to continuously be focusing on equality between skin tones. He said, so I'm connecting with him so he can share some wisdom related to this, because what is so loud is sort of like, it's sort of like, don't use the word equality. Don't use this word. This word is what confuses the dreams of African. He says, just remember who you are. Just remember that you smile big and you laugh loud. You smile bigger and you laugh louder, and you are, you are sunlight. You are God of sunlight. You are sunlight. You are God of sunlight. And that is what you are. Just be that. And then equality, or what is balance and harmony, returns to you. Sound is so important. He said that for African beings, your actual genetic makeup is actually based on sounds that are rhythmic, which is why you associate so much with beats and rhythms and rhyming, and what is that is so a part of your actual genetic makeup, that you would have this sort of attraction to certain ways of dancing and moving and certain sounds and beats, and that is so special. It's so unique to your genetic makeup. Let me think here. I didn't know. I had no idea. I did not expect this. I didn't know. I'm not even, I'm like so dumbfounded, and I'm so like happy at the same time, because I've never seen an African alien before, and
that's the thing. That's the cover up. The government is covering it up. They're covering up the fact that they are carbonated, melanated, so-called extraterrestrials. And when the shit hit the fans, all I'm gonna say is, I told you so. I told you. You wouldn't believe me.
And so this is the best thing ever for me to see this, because all human beings need to see that Africans do live in the universe on other planets. And
Stop.
And that they are special and loved and a gift of the universe too. Planets, and that alien before, and so this is the best thing ever for me to see this, because all human beings need to see that Africans do live in the universe on other planets. And
did you hear what she said? She said we live on other planets too. Same thing what I said in my other video. In my other video, I put up on I think it was this video. Black People of the Master Universe. It's either this video or the Marvin the Martian video. When Bobby Hemming said that we live on other planets. I said, go back and watch my video on Black Root Science. We're multi-dimensional beings.
That they are special and loved and a gift of the universe too. And so I'm like really excited to showcase this. I'm like so excited.
I'm going to post this in my description box. Everything that I'm saying, you can see where I started from to where I'm at right now. You see the evolution of growth and where I'm at right now? I know who the hell I am. The question is, do you?
That is really hard for me to calm down enough to connect and to hear his messages. Let's see. So, okay, so he, alright, give me a few minutes here and see what he said.
Go back and watch this video right here. I broke all this stuff down for you. Go back and watch this video right here. This video right here. Let's see here. Go back and watch Tracing Our Human Genetics Part 1 and Part 2. Go back and watch Forbidden Archaeology Part 1 and Part 2. Go back and watch What Makes Melanin a Gift for Black People. You see how all my videos are correlating to each other? Are corresponding to each other? It's synchronizing with each other. Go back and watch this video. Go back and watch the video on Henrietta Lacks. Go back and watch the video on the greatest secret revealed for the black man and black woman. I'm trying to show you all, you black men and women, who you are. I'm trying to show you. For those who have ears to hear and eyes to see, but you don't want to see it, you don't want to hear it. I don't have anybody up standing up late night with me doing this research. I do all stuff on my own. I chose to make this YouTube page and put this information out there. I don't ask for a single dime, and I don't plan on to ask for money. I don't plan on asking for money. I don't plan on setting up a Patreon page or GoFundMe page. You know what I'm saying? This information is free of charge. Go back and watch. Go and look up Henrietta Lacks. Okay, it said her cells were immortal. Her cells are immortal. Henrietta Lacks. Let's look it up. Right here. Go back and read upon Henrietta Lacks. Her cell lines were immortal. Was an Henrietta Lacks, African-American woman whose cancer cells are the source of the HeLa cell line, the first immortalized human cell line, and one of the most important cell lines in medical research. You see that? Go back and read upon this woman. Her cells are immortal. Medical and scientific research. It said her cells, Lacks cells were the first to be observed that can be divided multiple times without dying, which is why they became known as immortal. See that? Her cells were the first human cells successfully cloned in 1955. and have since been used to test human sensitivity to tape, glue, cosmetics, and many other products. Since the 1950s, scientists have grown as much as 50 million metric tons of her cells, and there are almost 11,000 patents involved in her cells, her cell lines. Are you seeing this? Excuse me. So, carbon. We just read what carbon was. So right here. Today, while blacks are bleaching their skin of the divine precious jewel of melanin or carbon, white people are injecting themselves with melanin to cure skin cancer. See that? Michael Jackson did it to himself. NDRE, Beyonce, and there's many others. Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim. Okay? Melanin is carbon. Go back again. Blackness is melanin. Melanin is carbon, and carbon is energy. The law of physics teach that, quote, energy was never created, nor can energy be destroyed. So you are from the beginning, and you have no ending. They're telling you clear as day. The law of physics teaches that energy was never created, nor can it be destroyed. The first and the last. So you are carbon. Black men and women, you Negroes, who are mentally dead, I'm here to resurrect your ass and wake you up. You are melanin. You are carbon. Energy. The supreme being. You are from the beginning of time. You have no time. You have no beginning or ending. You predate time and space. Energy is manifested. Energy in its manifested form is melanin, which materializes as blackness. So in your Bible, in the beginning, God created this and created that. So what was in the beginning? Blackness, dark. Before you get light, it's total darkness. God says in the Holy Quran, quote, surely we have created man of black mud fashioned into shape. God created a single man and his woman, and from those two spawned many men and women. The black stone of Mecca that all Muslims kiss when they make Hajj is the representation of the earth that God created the first man from. The brown, yellow, and white races come from the blackest human beings shown in this magazine. Okay? So, you heard what the white woman said. That this being, who she has frequent contacts with, she called him Reggie, and he's a so-called alien, an extraterrestrial. I'm not making this stuff up. All of my videos are coinciding with each other, are connecting. So if you go back to carbon, you're dealing with cubes, hexagram. This is sacred geometry. This is you. You are the sacred geometry. Okay? You're it. I'm trying to show you. It all comes back to you. But you don't want to accept it. You don't want to accept it. You got substantial and nigger. Substantial and nigger, right? And it's dealing with melanin. Substantial and nigger is a Latin for black substance, reflecting that the parts that parts of the substantial nigga appear darker than neighboring areas due to high levels of neuromelanin. Right? What is neuromelanin? Neuromelanin is a dark pigment found in the brain which is structurally related to melanin. What is melanin? Carbon. See that? This is facts. Okay? So you have this dark substance in your brain. Substantial nigga, carbon, melanin. Okay? White people, albinos, have the least amount of carbon, melanin. They're telling you clear as day right here what this is talking about, what this is. In order for you to know God, you gotta break God down. Break his ass down. Stop being afraid. So you got neuromelanin, right? Okay? Neuromelanin, eumelanin, pheomelanin. Look up what these words mean. They're not putting this shit out there for no reason, but they know you niggas ain't gonna pick up a book and read nothing. You got pheo, melanin, right here, pheomelanin, in part a pink to red hue depending upon the concentration, right? When a small amount of brown eumelanin in hair, which will otherwise cause blonde hair, is mixed with red pheomelanin, which is a result of orange hair. Right? And who has ginger hair? White folks. Black folks have it too, but white people they are albinos. Mutant genetic offspring. Albinism. Right? Albinism occurs when melanocytes produce little melanin. What is melanin? Carbon. Right? It's even in the damn animals. Okay? Alligator with normal pigmentation. Right? And here's the albino. Here's the albino alligator. So two alligators of dark pigmentation got together, had sex, and produced this albino. Same thing goes goes with mice, albino rats, right? You got the gorilla snowflake. Okay, they're telling you what this stuff is. Okay, you got the kangaroo. They do it. Okay, they're showing you. The hedgehog, right? Albino rabbits, the ferret. Okay, they're telling you clear as day right here. You got the squirrel, you got the snowflake. Okay, this is what this is. Albino monkeys have been reported in several cases, including a toy monkey. Is a reddish brown color. Okay? You got the rhesus monkey. Rhesus monkey right here. breaking it. I'm breaking it. This is dealing with science. You got the albino killer whale. What do you call it? You got the shark. You got the great white shark. The shark is not white. It's a mutation. Okay, ask your people who you are subscribed to. Ask them to break this stuff down. Albino, right? The same bird, a blue-winged kookaburra with normal pigmentation, and he is an albino. So what happened? What caused this bird to become white? Sexual reproduction. So if the animals can do it, you don't think that human beings can do it? Come on now. It's even in the damn plants. Albino catfish, right? This is what you're supposed to be learning in science. They're not teaching you this shit in school. Okay? You got the gorilla snowflake. Snowflake, a blue-eyed albino western gorilla caught in the wild. Right? Snowflake was an albino. So how did snowflake come into being? Two black gorillas came together and had sex and produce an albino. Okay? And they call this a snowflake received the recessive gene from both parents, causing his albinism. Right? It's a mutation of these, whatever they got this number, right, from melanoma. What is the recessive gene? It's even in the damn plants. Right? Breaking it down for you. You got Mendel's law, right? The concept of dominance was introduced by Gregor Johann Mendel. Though Mendel, quote, the father of genetics, quote, first used the term in the 1860s. Okay? He's talking about plants, failed melanin, chlorophyll. Okay? Blood type of human is determined by a gene that creates a AB or O type blood. Is located in an arm of chromosome 9. Okay? Hope y'all are understanding this. So, I just showed you that the Green Lantern is another invention, just like the green Marvel the Martian, right? You got on green and black. What does Marvel the Martian have on? Green and black. Right? Let's look up ether. Go back and watch my video. Peace. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.